Hi, I'm Bonnie Schrock, the Executive Director for the National Quilt Museum. And while we're a museum that celebrates today's quilter, we also recognize the importance of reflecting on our quilting past. So for that reason, I'm delighted to share with you that the National Quilt Museum has received an America 250 Kentucky grant through the Kentucky Arts Council and Kentucky Historical Society. This grant will be used to pull together a quilt documentation program. So save the dates, September 12th, 13th, 2025, Quilt Documentation Days on the property of the National Quilt Museum. Quilt documentation is a systematic process to measure quilts, to document the materials that are used, the pattern, the way the quilt is constructed, information about the quilter, any sketches or other ephemera that is associated with the quilt. All of these facts come together to tell a story. And that's what we love so much about quilting. It's storytelling in fabric, and these stories need to be preserved. I'm told that very often the documentation process reveals secrets that were before unknown about a quilt or about that particular quilter, or even what was going on in that quilter's environment at the time the quilt was being made. Now, we have a particular interest in quilts from Western Kentucky, but certainly anybody who wants to bring their quilt is welcome to bring their quilts to be documented during that project. I happen to be standing in front of a vintage red and white quilt that was a donation by a very generous friend during Quilt Week 2025. And so this red and white quilt, we don't know a lot about it. It's in excellent condition. We think it's circa 1900s. It is hand-pieced, hand-quilted, machine-bound. It's a beautiful quilt, and we are raffling this quilt September 13th at 3 p.m. We're going to draw that winning ticket, and then this quilt comes off the rack. We'll take it into the documentation space, do a full documentation, and then our certified quilt appraiser who is working on this project with us, Vicki Coleman, she'll do a full appraisal. And so what a nice gift to win, a beautiful quilt, fully documented, and a full appraisal. September 13th, 3 p.m., we're making that drawing, so you've got a little time to purchase your ticket. Please watch for registration information in the Threads newsletter and on our social media as more information is publicized about our quilt documentation program. I bet there's a secret or two in this quilt behind me. Thank you so much for being a friend of the museum and supporting the great work that we do. We couldn't do what we do without your generosity.